Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. There'll be a huge excrescence in Grace's plot. Finn will also play operative with stunning results. Bill just got the MRI results from Grace and verified that Liam excrescence was 100% gone. That led to some celebratory moments as Friday's occasion wrapped up. But Finn easily couldn't shake the feeling that commodity felt off. Grounded on the reflective look on Finn's face, he isn't going to let this go. Bill is just happy that Liam's going to survive and doesn't watch about the details of his procedure. Finn, on the other hand, is a croaker who likes to have all the data, especially when it comes to wild cases like this bone. That's why Finn will play operative in Monday's B&B occasion and try to get to the bottom of all this. Bill mentioned that Grace and her coworker were running the show, so you can go. Grace is going to land on the hot seat. There's a major excrescence in Grace's scheme since she really should have tried harder to keep her part in all this under wraps. Still, he surely would have done it out of gratefulness, if Grace had pushed Bill to keep her name out of it. Grace could have gone about all this in a different way and presumably have gotten down with it. Grace got sloppy since she was in such a hurry to get her hands on Bill's $1 million. Finn's going to have questions that Grace wouldn't have the right answers for. Grace is bound to get flustered and raise indeed further reservations with her agitation, so bad news is brewing. Finn may consult with Bridget again and get her take on this crazy situation. Between the two of them, Bridget and Finn may eventually figure out that Grace has pulled off the fiddle of the century. It looks like Grace made up a brain excrescence for Liam and put all the pieces in place to score Bill's plutocrat in the end. Grace will wriggle out of whatever dead extremity she's wedged in, but it could bring her further than she bargained for if she loses her career and faces arrest. Finn will show off his determination when it comes to seeking updates. Liam celebrated his excrescence-free brain checkup while Finn looked like he couldn't shake a strange feeling. In Liam's room at the Spencer Manse, the nanny tended to him while Bill pushed his son to rest and just concentrate on surviving. Bill ultimately went out in the hall since some callers had arrived for Liam. Those callers included Finn, Hope and Steffi, so Bill did his stylish to answer their questions before letting them see Liam. After the nanny let Finn look at Liam's rearmost figures, he marveled over how well the case was doing only a couple hours after the surgery. Bill recapitulated the whole situation with Grace and the croaker she'd brought in from out of the country, though he couldn't flash back the other croaker's name. Due to the experimental nature of the procedure, Bill explained that it couldn't be at the sanitarium. Bill claimed it was a fully professional experience and was hopeful about the excrescence being completely gone. Finn kept trying to get further information on the surgery, but Bill acted like it didn't matter as long as Liam had a chance to live. Once Liam stirred awake, he was pleased to see Steffi and Hope being at his bedside. Liam was swimmy and didn't flash back where he was at first, but he got a memorial about the procedure and how he'd settled in the Spencer Manse. Brooke set up Taylor embracing Ridge before they all rehashed the Luna drama and what a idol Liam was. The three of them were agonized over Liam's inoperable brain excrescence since they assumed the end was still coming soon. Taylor and Brooke allowed. Perhaps the Italy trip should be laid over due to Liam's circumstances. Ridge wanted to stick to the plan for now. Still, they could rethink, if effects took a bad turn before they left. Katie joined Electra and Will as they bandied Liam's idol status. They also bandied Liam's brewing grim fate, which Will plotted to accept. Will claimed they'd pursue every possible option and got emotional since he didn't want to lose his family, so Katie gave him a clinch. Bill's place, he got a textbook from Grace about the MRI results. Bill told Liam, Finn, Hope and Steffi that the checkup was clean, so the excrescence had been 100% removed and Liam had good perimeters. There were plenitude of happy responses each around, and indeed Finn made a comment about medical history being made. Finn's expression eventually grew more reflective while Liam, Bill, Hope and Steffi celebrated. Liam may witness memory loss following his forthcoming surgery. When he wakes up, will he suppose he's still married to Hope? Liam decided for a parlous procedure that could fluently take a turn for the worse. While Liam did make it through the surgery, it doesn't guarantee he'll crop as the same person he was previous. We're agitating a brain operation on Liam that's still in its incipient stages. The necessity of keeping everything under wraps speaks volumes about the associated pitfalls. There's a chance that Liam might find himself in a coma for some time, before he awakens. This could give Hope and Steffi with yet another reason to hold Bill responsible for Liam's suffering. The show might steer Liam's narrative in a different direction, Bone. That could significantly affect Hope's romantic trip with Carter. When Liam believed his dire fate was necessary, he encouraged Hope to attune with Carter. He aimed to ensure that Hope had someone meaningful in her life after he was gone. Now that Liam has experienced this daunting brain surgery, we must contemplate the chance of some memory loss. While Liam's excrescence could be gutted, what if he experiences at least partial amnesia as a consequence? It would be fascinating if Liam awakened allowing he was still married to Hope. When Steffi allowed. Liam was still her hubby after Sheila shot her alongside Finn. It could be Liam's turn to wake up believing that Hope is his woman. His mind might drift back to a time when he was blissfully married to Hope, so how would she reply? Hope would be taken suddenly, but she might ultimately warm up to the idea of starting again with Liam. Indeed, after Liam discovers the reasons behind their marriage's collapse, he could assure Hope that it doesn't matter to him and that he simply desires a future with her. Carter might worry about losing Hope to Liam if he gets another shot at life. This concern is heightened if Liam's recollections are altered and he thinks he's still Hope's hubby. Sheila will be devastated when she learns her granddaughter Luna was shot and killed. Sorely, her other grandma Dr. Lee wasn't suitable to save her in surgery. Lee tends to blur the lines when it comes to her medical pledges and her family. We all flash back when she faked her son Finn's death after he was shot. It's a veritably real possibility that she did the same for Luna Nozawa when she was rushed into the exigency room. Lee knows that if Luna survived she'd have went straight to captivity and spent the rest of her life behind bars. Finn's mama might have decided to give her granddaughter another shot at life and whisked her down to a secret position. Still, she'll need help, if Lee is hiding her case nearly. Keeping Luna alive is only half the battle. They do with her when she's healed? There's really only one person that Lee can trust to keep Luna a secret, and it's not her mama Poppy. Will he take Sheila away and let her know that Luna has left the structure and will need a nanny? Sheila won't take Luna death well. Imagine how shocked Sheila will be if Lee walks in while she's crying over her granddaughter and reveals she's not actually dead after all. Sheila is the perfect person to help with a death humbug and secret case. The papers are inked. Dr. Grace released Liam from the sanitarium under Bill's care. But is this a grave mistake? The successes could keep coming for Bill. Commodity Strange is going on with Dr. Buckingham. She was in a hurry to get Bill's bones. He to wire 1 million bones as soon as possible, so she could perform an experimental procedure on Liam while it's parlous. It could extend his life. This procedure is still in the early stages and hasn't been FDA approved. Bill and Liam want to take this threat, but the pitfalls alone might not be worth it. However, it could be an expensive and deadly mistake if Commodity goes wrong. Bill's formerly paying for his sins, as it is. The billionaire castaway is doing whatever it takes to save his son's life. He feels that he owes it to Liam, especially after their fight. But he's been making his share of miscalculations recently. Bill uses his plutocrat and power to do good. It seems like a good idea at the time. Yet, it always backfires. Bill has been criticized for releasing Luna from captivity. Now, she shot Liam. Bill has taken responsibility for his conduct. He admitted his wrongdoing in releasing a condemned killer. He wants to enjoy up to his miscalculations. Still, he could end up with another remorse.